navigation in the Odle-Cumberlin website. The first navigation that we can talk about is the sidebar navigation. This is actually managed by WordPress itself, and it will generate, for instance, in the latest auctions, which this should actually be auctions in real estate or whatever name you want to call it, it'll generate these based on the latest posts that you have created. And then when you come down here, these are the actual categories that we have assigned to each post. And so if I want to see all the real estate options, if I want to see all the estate sales that you had going on, I could click here and it would show them all here. Another form of navigation is the tags, and these are specific to the posts. And this might be something where somebody likes this house because it has 4 bedrooms and they're looking for more 4-bedroom houses. So they can click on this and it should bring up any other houses that have a tag with the 4-bedroom option. Those are things that are managed by WordPress, and you don't necessarily change or update other than when you're creating a post, you make sure to give it the correct categories and make sure you add tags. The navigation you can edit is the drop-down main menu navigation, and this you can do in the navigation settings, or in the menu settings, sorry. If you go to Appearance and then go to Menus, this is where you can see your navigation. So as you can see, it's showing you a hierarchy. All the things that are completely flush to the left, those are your main menu buttons. So you can see they coincide with these buttons here. And then on some of them, we have indented pages, and these are the drop-down menus. So let's say we wanted to add the page that we created called Testimonials to our menu. So you can add as many pages as you want, but people aren't going to be able to get to them unless you find a way to add it into the navigation somehow. So this is when I can click on the page Testimonials and click Add to Menu, and it's automatically going to add it to the bottom. But we know we want this to be a part of the About Us drop-down, so we're going to drag it there. And again, if you drag it this far out, then it's going to be a sub-menu of the staff. So let's go ahead and put Testimonials, and it's not actually going to be active until you hit Save Menu. And now when I come back to the site and refresh it and go to About Us, now we see Staff and Testimonials. Now if we go to Auctions, you'll see a link called Upcoming Auctions. And this is where if people click this, it's going to bring up all the auctions that are available right now. And this is what we want to have happen because we want them to be able to see little descriptions of each of them so they can choose between, and it just helps them to see more of what you're offering. So we're going to do the same thing for real estate. And how we're going to create this is we're going to add a category. So again, categories really are an important part of creating a post. So in this, we want to add all the posts that have the category of real estate. We're going to add that to the menu. So click Add Menu, and it's called Real Estate, and we're actually going to put it under the main real estate button. But that's not going to make sense to people because they're going to say, well, there's a real estate page and another real estate page. So instead what we're going to do is click this drop-down menu, and in the navigation label we'll say Current Listings. And that probably makes more sense to them. And then the title, again, is little tool tips. So this is where I'll say, View our current listings, and then go ahead and hit Save Menu. And if we come here and refresh it and we go to real estate, now you see current listings, and as it hovers over, you'll see the title. And the last type of navigation is the custom links. So let's say we wanted to add to real estate the link to an outside site, the Colorado property. So, and I believe that is, I like to actually copy the URL just to make sure I'm getting it right. So I can copy this and paste it. And this is what we don't want it to say this because that doesn't make sense to people. So we'll do coloproperty.com. And we'll do Add to Menu, and again it's going to add it to the problem, or to the bottom, sorry, and we'll put this as a part of that drop down menu. So go ahead and hit Save Menu, And again, we need to refresh it. And then when we come here, we can click Colorado property, and it's going to change that to Colorado property. And I'm not sure if, let's see if we can make that open in a new tab. And it doesn't look like we can, so that's kind of a bummer because we don't want them to take over our site and then people have to hit back. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like we can change that anywhere here. Anyway, that's basically how you add or modify the navigation in your website. The other navigation, the sidebar, the tags, that's all something that's maintained by WordPress itself. You just need to make sure when you're creating posts that you're adding correct categories and you're adding tags of keywords that you think describe that property or describe that auction to help people to find what they want from you in the easiest way possible.